Just kind of a clarification video on future policy. Yeah, I'm just a little distracted by some real shit in life, and but I do plan on getting back to the regular video routining, more of the organization videos. That'll be my agenda. I'll certainly, if one of the assholes comes up with something brilliant that deserves comment, certainly I'll reference it. But yeah, I mean, the agenda of this channel is going to be the same. I want to get back to doing the GNUs again, doing some other things, and I'm just not going to get caught up in any further distractions. So yeah, another couple of days of this drama shit and it should be done. To be serious, not to be serious, Citizen Worm will do her failure video, and we'll be done with this nonsense. I'll be done with these people. So that's it. That's just let's just clean up a couple of things here. Just, you know, Andy Clark. Oh yeah, well no, I'm not posting links anymore. Fuck that shit too. I did a silly video, so let's play a little bit of that. This is kind of funny.
Hi YouTube. How are you doing? Hello Bella. Bella the happy loser.
Alright, so you've managed to waste 15 seconds doing absolutely nothing, saying absolutely nothing. Way to go. Brilliant. As always. Brilliant as always.
You're great. Just wanted to tell you that. The Modern Mystic, man, you have pawned the fuck out of Gary. I have never seen I have never seen anyone pawn him as good as that, and that was just like the ultimate. Your last video, I'll have to leave a link.
Yeah, so Nick, are you proud of that response? I mean, the silliness of it all. I mean, the preposterous silliness of it all.
You pound that guy with that, especially when you came up with that canardy lie thing that you said about his last video, what he said, you know, when you couldn't kind of remember what he said and you just kind of re-paraphrased it all wrong. You really got him with that fucker one.
I mean, come on. You lose, you fail. So enjoy intellectual conversation with this fucktard. Okay, knock yourself out. Have fun. You're really yeah, you sort of brighten up my day now. When I think about it, I'm happy. I'm really happy. It's comforting. I got it. I know why I'm happy. Because it validates that I'm right and you're out of your fucking mind. These people are useless. That's it. That's why I'm happy. I'm relieved.
You cannot provide a counter-argument that dismisses these arguments I'm making. In Mendham, you say, well, we know all we need to know. My counter-argument to that is, if we knew all we needed to know, we wouldn't be in the position we're in right now.
I mean, what a fucktard. Yeah, when I say we know all we need to know, I'm saying the knowledge is available. It's right in front of us. Darwin is right in front of us. Mendel is right in front of us. It's right there. It's available. All we have to do is acknowledge the knowledge. The knowledge is there. We just have to acknowledge it. And once we acknowledge it, we can see the truth of our existence. Okay? So yes, we know all we need to know. And let's go through the quick list of what we know. We know there's no fucking God. We know that we are created, built, constructed by a DNA molecule that has only two objectives, consumption and reproduction, and that it was guided or controlled in a framework called natural selection, which is competition with its own previous designs, and that it evolved over 4 billion years, and that we have developed tools over time. We have been bestowed with tools, like a praying mantis has its little catchy arms and its you know, its little turnaroundy head, and it's got its own tools. Well, we have our own tools that make us more effective in our environment. One of those tools is a reasoning brain. Obviously the origin of that reasoning brain was kind of limited, okay? It just made the animal more competitive, more capable of clubbing its competition to death, period. Not a very sophisticated or elegant intelligence, just a very practical one. I can get away from my enemies and avoid getting eaten, and I can figure out a better way to do the eating and the fucking. That's it. End of the story for the intelligence as far as natural selection gave a damn. Then we got the quirk, the oddity. Once in 4 billion years, an organism acquired this language thing and this capacity to take that intelligence a step further. And so now we've broken free of natural selection. Now we are doing human selection. Now we're doing intelligent selection in a sense. And our culture is evolving and acquiring and understanding and slowly but surely accepting the fact that the world is round and some other facts of life. And it may, if it did survive someday, actually figure out the stuff we already have available to us, the simple truth that we already have available to us. And someday that might become the commonly held understanding. But we won't survive to reach that day, because you have to have the understanding to reach the future, because we are in jeopardy now, because people haven't acknowledged the knowledge. That's simple. So your point is idiotic. We have available to us all we need to know. We are a psychology, period. Consciousness is a vulnerable and it is a delicate and valuable thing that has been left to the whims and whimsy of a natural world that has no ethics, no comprehension, no understanding, no intelligence of its own. It only has two objectives, consumption and reproduction, the end. We can do so much better than that, but we aren't going to do it because we have iconed silly gods or iconed silly mother natures. And that is a catastrophic flaw. It breaks any development of any kind of useful knowledge. Nothing useful can be built on such a silly foundation. And that has been the doom. That is the doom. That's the extent of it. But all we need to know is right in front of us. There is no golden paradise, bullshitty blah blah blah. We're trapped in a zero-sum maze cheese chasing game, period. And the only way we can do anything about it, the only thing we can hope to do, is to perfect the zero-sum game, and at least reach the zero. At least get to a point where we have eliminated the negatives. And that's the simple truth I say is right on front. It's right in front of us. It's right there. It's obvious. You put together the biological and physical facts, it's obvious. So challenge that, you pompous butthole you. So I guess that's enough for this video. Like I said, I do intend to change the agenda. I'm not going to bother with this bullshit. Nothing really is going to change in terms of the conversation. It'll still be about the substantive subjects of helping people understand these basics of our psychology, the basics of how we've created stupid, fucktarded systems based on archaic circumstances that no longer exist, and that if we remake these systems, they can run so much more efficiently, and we can eliminate so much of the nastiness that exists in our lives. And some of the stuff we have to do immediately. Some of it has to be started right the fuck now. Yes, the doom and the chaos will just get it will consume any progress, and we will just regress to a state of survival that's going to thoroughly humiliate our intelligence. That's all I got to say. But you know, fuck all these assholes and their petty game playing, and that's all it is. It's just petty ego game playing bullshit. They think they can't talk on something because of how I talk in a video. It's just nonsense. Videos can't yell over each other. Videos can't stop somebody else from talking. It's nonsense, silly talk. It's baby talk. It's rubbish. It's nonsense. The end, okay? It's obvious who's willing to make arguments and who's willing to fight for a logical truth, and it's obvious who wants to play games and say foul when there's been no foul. So fuck it. Alright, I mean, you have to judge for yourself. That's all, really. You really have to judge for yourself and try to do it. If you try to do it fairly, I just don't think you can come to any other conclusion.